Last time on Double Penetration.
Nobody ever wants to take me out in public. What's wrong with me? Besides the fact that I'm loud, obnoxious, and embarrassing.
Purple hair.
Please.
No, your hair.
I'm gonna make your wife take me out on a first date. Would she do it?
Who, my wife?
Can I make your wife take me out on a first date?
She'd take you out on a first date. She'd expect you to put out, though.
Ooh, that's okay. Your wife's hot as fuck.
Thank you.
Double penetration.
I love DPs. Like double penetration.
Some double penetration.
Double penetration on your own with some solo play.
Hello, and welcome to the Double Penetration Podcast. Here are your hosts, Creep and Steele.
Woo, you know what time it is. Double Penetration Podcast. I am your favorite creep, and he is your friend, Mr. Chris Steele.
Yes, I am Mr. Chris Steele. You are the Creep Queen, and we are also joined by my friend, my pal from High Society Radio, the one and only Bronx Johnny.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on, guys. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, man. See, now, Creep, little do you know, Bronx Johnny, I have been a fan of this man for years, and now I may come off a little like I'm stroking Johnny a little bit, but I have been a fan of this man since, Jesus Christ. When were you an intern on Ron and Fez?
God damn, that's damn near 11 years ago. 10 years ago now.
And so, like...
decade, dude.
So, like... When Johnny first started High Society Radio with his pals Chris Stanley and BK Chris from Brooklyn, I instantly became a fan of theirs on that. So this is exciting for me. Johnny's like
I'm excited then.
He's like a legend.
I didn't know we had a legend on this show tonight.
No, please, no, none of that. I'm just happy to be here, guy.
No. Johnny's a legend. Don't let his modesty fool you, folks.
No, not at all.
But real quick, before the music ends, because I love getting plugs in before the music ends, Johnny, why don't you go visit our friend Johnny on his podcast at highsocietyradio.co. Follow them on Twitter at HS Radio Show and on Instagram, High Society Radio. And then you can subscribe to High Society Radio on Gas Digital Network, or you can be a cheap ass and wait for it and get it for free on iTunes and wherever else you can find your podcast. You can go to our website, doublepodcast.com. And, sorry, Johnny, did I cut you off, homie?
No, yeah, if they use promo code HSR on the Gas Digital website, you get a 14-day free trial and 15% off on merchandise and stuff. I got a plug.
That's the shit. But, fuck, I don't even know where I left off. Double P Podcast on Instagram, at Double P Show. You can follow me on Twitter, at Mr. Chris Steele. That's MrKrisSteel. Creep, where can our friends find you?
Find me at creepqueen.com. Follow me on Twitter, creepxqueen. That's it. That's all I'm giving y'all today.
Damn, I don't even want to give the full plugs. But we also have a phone number where people can call and leave us voicemails. You can call 231-794-2729. That's 231-794-2729. And you can be like our friend here.
Hey, Creep and Chris. It's Hobo Joe again. Anyways, I'm sure you're both already aware of this. But sometime in the 6th century BC, Pythagoras of Samos was able to concretely prove the hypothesis that if one knows the length of any two sides of a right triangle, then the length of the third side can be calculated. Today, we know this as the Pythagorean theorem, which you may recognize as a squared plus b squared equals c squared. With that in mind, I went back through the calculations and was able to prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that I have, in fact, been with 22 different prostitutes.
Nice!
Have a good one.
Oh, my God.
I've never been with a prostitute.
No, never?
Nah, man, never. See, where I grew up in Michigan, it's fucking really, where I grew up, it was really rural. And so, like, I mean, there probably was some prostitution going on, but it's nobody that you would want to fuck around with.
Well, they probably had some farmers' daughters action going on out there that you missed out on, man.
That's pretty hot sounding, though, honestly.
Listen, I would roll around in the hay all day with some fine-looking farmer chick if I was not a married man. However, having sex outside is not for your pal Chris.
Not your thing? You a shy guy?
No, I'm not really a shy guy, but, I like the dark.
Oh, man.
With a little bit of ambient light, just like I am here now.
Same.
Shit. Creep, have you ever been with a prostitute? She's awfully quiet. I'm going to take that as a yes.
Did you ask me that?
No, I asked her. Did I break up?
Oh, I thought you asked him. No, I
No.
have never been with a prostitute.
Oh.
Nor have I ever prostituted. Is that a word?
Yeah,
Prostituted?
that's a word.
It's the oldest profession, as they say.
Huh?
It's the oldest profession.
I do. Is that prostituting?
Yeah.
Is it the same if I've slept with somebody and they buy my content? Is that technically prostituting?
Technically, no. That's payola with your vag.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
You know what, Johnny?
You
You
do
wanna,
video in Hollywood all the time, man.
do you want to know something that blew my mind that she told me one day?
What?
She told me one day that she sells her squirt juice.
I have a bottle right here.
What? Damn. That's amazing.
It's
That's-
fucking great.
But I never understood what her purchasers would do with it.
I mean, maybe they drink it. Maybe they put it somewhere. I don't know. Sometimes they buy my panties with it, so I assume they just pour it onto my panties.
I'm gonna guess it's a lot of Japanese customers that you have. Just gonna take a shot in the dark. Say Japanese.
Ooh, surprisingly, no. I don't know how that works.
Really?
Really.
You
I
don't know
what the
your
fuck they do with it.
demographic?
Huh?
You don't know your demographic?
They're not mostly Japanese. I don't even know if I have really that many Japanese customers, to be honest with you.
It sounds Japanese because they do they used to have, I don't know if they still have them, the vending machines with the pantyhose and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So it would sound like they have that market pretty much pretty good with it.
Japan's on a whole nother level when it comes to sex.
What?
But they don't like showing penetration.
Yeah, that's so weird.
They
Really?
blur that out, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
And then
Well, they just changed that law though. Now they show
they
it a
did?
little bit more, but
oh well, good for them. I'm happy for them.
it's weird to me. I kind of need that filtration system back. It looks like you're watching people that are hiding from the government or some shit. Fucking, it's weird. It's a little kick of mine. I love it.
Well, when I was in my band back in the early 2000s, the recording studio we used to record at in Toledo, some band was there and they were from Japan and they left a bunch of Japanese porno mags there. And we were going through them, but you could tell that they airbrushed pubic hair on the girls, so you couldn't see any fucking lips. And it's like, what's the point? I mean, I could see tits all day long, but I mean, I want to see, some pussy. So, I mean, I guess going to the strip club is probably the closest thing I've ever come to prostitution. For me, anyway.
Yeah, but it's not the same. If
No.
anything, I feel like you get more suckered in money wise.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you do the strip club, it's like you're like in school again, and you're like, I'll buy you a slice of pizza. Can I see your tits or whatever? It's terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know how when you're at the strip club and you got a particular girl that you like, it always crushes the soul just a little bit when you see her go to the back room with another guy.
Oh, you were like a John Q. Public kind of guy in the club. You had your favorites and all that.
Oh yeah,
not
man.
judging. That's cool. I guess that's a thing. I couldn't do that.
I had my favorites so much that I fucking bought a couple of them outfits.
Oh,
Did you really?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I was trying to fuck them. I'll admit it. I was really trying to have sex with them, and I took them out on some dinners and shit. But I never got anywhere. I was a fucking sucker.
Damn, dude. So wait a minute. How many girls was this?
There was in probably throughout my 20, when I turned 18 and probably to 28, I studied the strip club quite often. So there's probably 5 or 6 girls in there that I like.
Wow, that's quite the budget you were making at that age, bro.
Well, I was still living at home and making good money, and I wasn't paying any rent.
Oh man. So wait a minute. what was the end game there? Like, did you think you were gonna be able to like wife one up and like save and she wouldn't have to work again? Or
As every fucking dumb dickhead like myself goes to the strip club thinking,
don't say that about yourself. You're romantic, goddammit. Give yourself some credit. It's sweet.
Well, I took a girl to Red Lobster a few times.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, endless shrimp,
You're like
brother.
Richard Gere, man.
You try. You got to make people happy.
Oh my god, I'm fucking dead.
That's hysterical.
I try my best.
Oh my god.
I try my best, but I always faltered. I failed.
Well, you got to know them, and you come off as a great guy for doing it. So I don't know if you failed. You had like a rep in the club, right?
Oh yeah, I never paid to get in.
Oh,
Well, there
dope,
you go.
But see, what was cool too is I started going when I was like 19, 20, and I wasn't 21 yet. But they always let me drink.
Oh yeah, you were the man in there then.
Fuck yeah. Like me and my buddies would roll in there, and like half of them would be over 21, and there'd be like 3 of us that were only still 20. It's like, well, we can go here and drink, and that's when Smirnoff Ice came out, so we were fucking pounding those like champs. Because we didn't have a taste yet for the liquor. So it was like, well, we need something that's kind of, like soda, but that'll get us going.
Yeah, like when you're young like that, like you basically drink any like soda-esque type fucking alcohol. I remember St. Ides had like some flavored shit, like blueberry and all that shit.
Fucking love
That was
blueberry.
different.
Yeah. But we got to... oh, shit. Enough about my dumbness at strip clubs. We have some...
Wonderful.
Email. Email.
It's a professional outfit here, Johnny. I have a soundboard and everything.
I enjoy that shit. It's better than what we got.
You got, what's her name? Dana?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
She's
got her.
great.
She's good.
She's great at what she does. Like, we're tough to be around most of the time, but
Yeah.
she's awesome at what she does, man. We love her.
Fuck yeah.
Whew.
Creep.
I gotta apologize to everybody tonight. I'm like on the verge of a panic attack, so if I just like die out for a little bit, just float with me tonight, okay?
Well, real talk, I made Creep mad at me yesterday.
What would you do?
She had tweeted something out about wanting a soft pretzel from the mall, but was having a panic attack. But I told her to go get me fucking a pizza one and a jalapeno cream cheese one, anyways.
What the fuck?
Isn't that fucked up?
No, that's crazy, man.
I was being a little insensitive, and I felt really bad when she told me today.
Woo! Okay, so we have an email about, I guess this guy has a relationship question. So he said, I wanted to ask a question. So my ex just got back in town. I seriously care for this girl, wanting the best for her, but she's fucked me over. She cheated on me with multiple guys, has lied to my face, the whole 9 yards. It's been 2 years since we've seen each other, and last night was our first time actually talking again. However, when I was with her, all of my depression, anxiety, paranoia, insecurity was gone. What would you do or say?
Take that.
I'd say,
Johnny.
fuck that bitch.
Oh man, that's I guess that's like his one that got away, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Man,
one that got
sucks.
away and
Kinda
then found
sounds
her
like
way
it.
onto everybody else's dick.
Chris, this wasn't you writing about one of your stripper friends. You ran into.
Dude, why are you calling me out, man? That's fucked up, bro. I have you on our show and you're going to say that? For Christ's sakes.
Shit, I don't know. Like, it's I guess the dude is single and like lonely, and he's got to
guarantee-
find a way to get over that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
I
easy
would-
to say. I'm gonna say that it's hard, but it's easy to say.
Yeah. It's always easy to fucking say that. Yo, you just get over it. But my thought is that's probably like his first like true love, and probably the first girl he maybe fucked. So.
Oh damn, man, that's rough. We all got one of those though, like the one that got away and shit. It sucks.
Mm-hmm. But I married mine, so.
Oh, look at you. Oh, you are a fucking romantic.
I am a romantic, but I'm a braggart as well.
That's awesome.
Was your first date to Red Lobster?
Oh.
No, we went to Chili's.
Damn. You're a brand man, sure.
You stepped it up, though.
Yeah. That's still when they had the awesome blossom. And I got to use the joke. I'd like an awesome blossom side of extra awesome.
Sounds like a cum shot.
Oh, gee.
Oh, fuck.
Creep, do you have like a guy that got away and stuff?
No, I'm a heartless bitch.
Like women always say like, yeah, because you guys are usually want to do heartbreaking and stuff, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn, there's some sad sack out there right now. He's probably bought like eight gallons of your like squirt juice. They use it like fucking aftershave. She's like, it's actually still here. Oh, I love it.
Fucking aftershave. Like, guy walks into, a store. What are you wearing? I don't know. I don't have a joke, and I don't want to bomb in front of Johnny. I didn't have one. I couldn't think of nothing, and I'll admit it. I just didn't want to bomb in front of Johnny. I'm embarrassed.
We all fucking bomb.
Oh, fuck
That's mad funny.
Well, we have our first story from a person, a listener, about prostitution. And he says, a friend of mine really needed money at the time, was offering a service, sex services for money. I was driving in my car looking for a private place to get head. The girl told me just to whip it out. She started giving me head. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. She started giving me a rough hand job at first. I almost crashed my car because of it. LOL. Then we found an apartment complex. She ended up giving me head in the parking lot of my car. I was really enjoying it, but I also had to keep a lookout in case anyone was coming nearby. I was scared as fuck while she was sucking me off. Oh, yeah.
You guys get a lot of love letters on this show, huh?
Oh, we get tons of them. Our listeners are the shit.
Awesome.
They love writing in.
Fun fact.
Yeah, I want to revisit an old email that we got before with Johnny. I'd like to know what his perspective is. From our friend, what the fuck was his name?
Good friend.
Yeah, I know, right?
We have great friends here.
No. I think it was Oscar, because I don't want to say his real name, because that's all I could remember was his real name. But he said that when he was eating out his girlfriend, she farted. And he wasn't sure if he should break up with her or not.
Well, she did. She probably like it was so good. She just lost bodily control. It's not like he got shit on his face. It's a little gas.
Yeah, but I mean, there is still proven fact: poop particles in farts.
Man the fuck up.
That is true. Man the fuck up.
Get some Noxzema on your face. She'll be all right. You won't fucking die from it.
Fuck no.
Unless like it's like a brain shot. It goes right up to his fucking brain. And even then, I don't even know if you die from that, dude.
It's fucking funny.
It's all right.
Fuck.
That one email though, with the original email, I feel bad for the dude because like everybody knows, more or less, like unlike the cold-hearted bitch creep here,
Yeah.
and you, Chris, because you married the girl you love, but like everybody's got one, like especially around the holiday season, everybody hooks up with their exes and shit. Like that's the thing.
That's true, yeah.
Because nobody wants to be alone on fucking holidays, so you look like an asshole. You go knock on your ex's door. The new guy opens the door and shit. It's just weird.
Yeah.
And then you got to just go back to looking through the bushes like every other day.
Yeah. I guess that's why most suicides happen around the holidays.
Oh, damn. I didn't know this was a holiday show. Holy shit.
No, that's next week where we commit suicide live on YouTube. We're going to be stars.
Damn.
Or Facebook Live. Which one gets more hits? Probably YouTube, because it's a lot easier to find, no?
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know. What's our next story, creep?
Who said, I was at a strip club getting a VIP dance, and during her show, she rubbed the back of her head on my crotch. She said, I just gave you head. I replied, damn, it'd be great to get the real thing. She instantly perked up and said, that could be arranged. She told me to name a price. I didn't want to offend her, but threw out, how about $200?
What an idiot. I even know better than to give $200 for a blowjob.
Yeah, but that like you, that's a catch-22 there because she's asking you, what am I worth? That's a tough one.
That's hard. Like, how do you answer that?
Well, it depends
well,
on
apparently $200, but fine.
also, you would have to know the type of area you're in. You know, we have some adult establishments out here called Henry VIII, and the first time I ever smelled crack was when me and my buddy went in there to hang out and look at some strippers, and it was I probably could have fucked a girl for $50. I'm serious, man. Well, what happened is I went in and the girl comes up and she goes, "What do you want to drink?" I was like, "Well, I'll have a Corona." She goes, "No," and I go, "Well, why not?" She goes, "We don't have a liquor license." So number one.
So it's a BYOB spot.
No, you couldn't even bring BYOB.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck fun is that?
Well, so then I had dreadlocks at the time, so there was this kind of thick white girl with dreadlocks, so she was talking to me, so I was like, "Oh, that's cool, you know, we have something in common." And then this black girl was hanging out with my buddy J-Bo sitting on his lap. And I'm like, what's that smell? And the black girl goes, oh, that's what's her name? She's probably smoking crack again.
Holy shit. What's the name of the place and the address? Give a good plug.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a crack party. Holy fuck.
So, and then the two girls got up and went to the back, and me and my buddy J-Bo both looked at each other and we're like, yeah, they're going to hit that. Let's get the fuck out of here. So we left and went to where I had girlfriends at.
Oh, man. You're like Norman Cheers in that goddamn strip club.
Oh, yeah.
Chris!
We used to lie to the strippers, too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You're
Good
fucked.
times.
Did the DJ ever like give you an entrance, like a Ric Flair type entrance?
That would have been the shit.
Like, here, shout out to my buddy Chris.
That'd have been awesome. Damn. For my bachelor party, they should have done that. Fuck, that'd have been so cool. Creep. Sorry to cut you off. I just couldn't believe $200. That's a lot of money.
Oof.
She gave me her number and told me to text her when the club closed. I did. We met, had sex. She got paid. It was okay. Awkward at first, but got going pretty good after. But however, it was very unfulfilling. Without some kind of connection, just seems so clinical. Is that true? Does it feel like that?
Me personally, I wouldn't say it depends who you get. Sometimes you get people that like are really into it, and it's like, yeah, it's cool. I never want to pay for the girlfriend experience. That's not my thing.
Yeah.
I know people that do, but they're like, they'll talk to you and they're real, like, add to go with the fucking sex. So it's pretty cool. But I can't do like the mechanical for that shit. I just be in a relationship where I hate my partner.
True.
So what would the girlfriend experience entail? Like them listening to you bitch and complain about work for a little bit?
Well, usually I think that's just part of the job. I consider that like, you're going to hold hands and for some odd reason you want to make out or some shit. I'm not with that. I'm not a Pollyanny dog. I don't kiss, what I'm paying for. You can't do that. It's just like it gets around with the girls. Like, yeah, you can like upcharge them. Guys like that usually get upcharged out the ass.
Really?
Good look. Yeah.
Like a lot?
Well, like if you got a guy that likes to kiss and shit and cuddle, sometimes girls really don't like that. Like if they, maybe on the holidays, like, I'm not going to see my kid anyway. Fuck it. I might as well just start up with this guy.
That's fucking funny. Creep was writing notes. I think she's taking some advice.
Don't be a cuddler and don't kiss.
No, Creep's thinking, I could make...
if I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like...
Holy shit. Wow.
Creep is very much in she thinks like a guy almost, but when she's on her period, she's fucking a ball of emotion. That's when you know she's a real person.
Rough.
It's like the only time I'm a girl.
Yeah. I told her, don't call me when she's on her period. I don't want to hear it. But after yesterday, me asking for pretzels when she was upset, I know now that I should probably take that call.
Yeah, you should. God.
This one's a good one. This guy says, I was a virgin with my first escort. A buddy told me I could get laid from a site called Backpage from my local area. Johnny, did you write in? I don't really have luck with the ladies, so I just thought, yeah, right, ha ha ha. But he told me he did it, so I went there with a text me now number and shopped. Shopped is in question mark or quotes. What does shopped mean?
I guess he's looking like picking out the girls and stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a bunny ranch type of thing, maybe.
Yeah, well, usually like it's like any dating profile, like you have options on there.
Okay.
Now, you do run the risk that it could be a fucking like a puzzle where they're not what they say they are and shit, and you get a surprise. I've been blessed. I've never had to go through that.
I was going to say, man, have that ever happened to you where you went to, do you go or do you have them come to your place or do you get like a hotel?
Usually hotels, like in the summer when I'm like home alone, I'll do that in like the living room and shit. Because this is a holy house. Mm-hmm. We don't fucking bedrooms, bud.
We don't fucking bedrooms. Oh, fuck. He says, I chose one girl, a bit thicker, white, and pounded her walls. Whoa.
Wow.
I couldn't believe you just read that.
That's awesome.
He says, and pounded her walls in for like 60 to 80. So I'm going to say seconds. Felt pretty pathetic for buying puss, but hey, I got my rocks off.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think what prostitution realistically should be legal. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
It kind of is, like, if you think about it. Like, what's the rule? 3 dates before you get to, like, bang?
yeah.
So that's
That's the
kind of
rule?
like, they usually, yeah.
Creeps like I didn't know there was rules.
But usually that's like the going, like you say, yeah, 3 dates, and then, like, not that you owe it to the guy to give it to him, but that's like, or you get a lobster or whatever. That's like in the deal.
Fuck. I
So,
took
I
a
don't
chick
know.
to Red Lobster.
Yeah, I know. That's your fucking go-to move, isn't it?
No.
Just goddamn, like, another round of Cheddar Bay biscuits. for me.
Oh,
Right,
brother, you
dude, those
can't go
biscuits, you
wrong.
can get it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. You can buy the Cheddar Bay biscuit mix now, and you can have Cheddar Bay at home. I make them
Fuck.
motherfuckers extra cheesy. Fucking love them.
Oh my god.
What's our next one, Creep?
Well, I'm skipping the next one because those guys that just want to talk about how big of a dick they have. I
Oh,
kind
I-
of feel like that's the whole point of that story, so I'm not
okay.
giving him that satisfaction.
So you're saying he wanted to just brag about how big his dick is and how big of a load
Pretty
he
fucking
blew.
much. Pretty fucking much. So, okay. I never paid for sex myself. However, a bunch of us went into New York City for a bachelor party and decided to get a prostitute to perform a little oral on the lucky bachelor.
Nice.
We all chipped in, and after having to stand out on a dark, isolated New York street while she did her thing, she got out of the car and told us he was too drunk to get it up. While we all thought that was funny, we didn't get a refund. We all jumped in the car and hightailed it out of there before we got robbed. The bachelor ended up not remembering anything the next day. The whole night was fantastic, but I guess we should have gotten him a girl a little earlier in the night.
Yeah.
Have you ever bought a friend?
Myself, I chipped in. I didn't, like, personally get one. It was like, yo, he just got out the joint and we wanted him to, welcome home, bud, and all that. He didn't complain.
That's a good friend right there.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, we all chipped in for that. We felt good, though, because he was like, yo, just please don't kill this fucking girl. Please don't kill her.
Gets out and has some rage and chokes her a little bit too hard, and next thing you know, he's back in.
There's no safe words. The safe words is vault, which is going to bury her fucking body in.
I mean, she couldn't complain then anyway, so.
Oh, damn.
This is true. Creep, you're telling a lot of truth right there. This guy says, I got an escort once about 5 years ago. Pretty basic. Just looked around on Backpage. She came over to my house and was super professional. Had a lot of fun. Don't regret it at all. I hear a lot of these stories that people don't regret it.
Yeah, no, because you know what you're getting. Like, give or take the surprises here and there, but you know what you're paying for. You know what you're getting. And sometimes they're pretty chill. You can, like, have a drink or, whatever. It's not bad.
Right. I would always be worried that, like my always fear was always worrying that they would are casing the joint, Like, oh, he's got this, he's got that. Before I got married, I considered it because I was like, well, Backpage is a thing, and so's Craigslist.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know, man. I was always scared. Plus, I lived at home. And again, growing up in a rural area, I'd probably have to pay for travel, too.
Fucking cheap bastard.
I am cheap.
Ooh, I wish I could say it was worth it, but every time I've gotten with someone and had to pay, I've always been disappointed. That sucks. I wonder how many times he's been disappointed.
How do you know it's a he? Maybe it's a she.
Mm.
Bitch, I said. No.
Oh, calm down. Does he? I wonder if this person keeps going to the same one.
Oh,
maybe that's why. Like, when I had my first girlfriend, it took 13 times before we got sex right. So maybe he keeps going to the same one.
Have you ever been disappointed?
Yeah, a couple times. Nothing too crazy. I'm not like a Yelp. I'm not gonna give a bad review or whatever. It's like, that's not what I thought it'd be, but thanks for showing up. Whatever.
Oh fuck.
See, I would
would
always worry that as soon as I'd blow my load, I'd have buyer's remorse. Like,
He's stupid.
Well, it's kind of like when you're jerking off or something, and you're really fucking edging, right? And then when you finally come, you're like, fuck, that wasn't what I was hoping it was gonna be.
Wow, I've never had that complaint actually.
Oh, I have.
Always fantastic. If you let yourself down, that's mental right there. But.
Well, I'm an older man. It happens. You know, sometimes my mind's elsewhere.
I'm getting you therapy for Christmas.
Who, me? I need
Just
it.
kidding.
No, I need it. There's a lot of things that I've buried that are slowly coming back to my memory that I'm like, fuck, I forgot all about that.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
Yeah, I get pretty sad sometimes, but, you know, whatever.
No biggie.
Yeah, you know, we all do.
What was that about, a suicide show? No, I'm just kidding. That's fucked up. Oh, fuck.
Good times. I paid for 2 girls at one time. I drove to their place, and they both took turns sucking on my dick. They didn't like to swallow cum, prudes. They didn't want it on their bodies anywhere, and they didn't want to... Whoa. And they wanted a good amount of money for the 2 of them for the short amount of time, 30 minutes. Well, I mean, you're basically getting 2 girls for, 30 minutes. But, I mean, if you had one for an hour, it kind of balances itself out, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my one and only time, and it was a terrible experience for the simple fact that I had 2 girls that were lazy, had rules and restrictions, and not worth the money. Not worth the money I was offering them. I didn't even get to fuck one of them, nor did they... He just said they... Oh, nor did they suck my dick at the same time. I asked them to be topless or naked, and they timed it for 30 minutes.
That does sound like a really awkward fucking experience.
Sounds like a fucking pizza delivery. That's terrible.
30 minutes, man.
Like...
So they were like blowing them, going back and forth, and he's wanting them to be naked, and it's like 30 minutes. Well, time's up.
Gotta go.
That would suck. See that? These goddamn rushy broads, man. That's why I didn't want to fucking ever go to a prostitute too.
That's
I
pretty.
like to take my time. I edge.
Jesus.
I love edging. That's why, like I said, sometimes I get disappointed when it's not, not the finish I was expecting. Sometimes I'm expecting a good amount of rope, and it's not. Shit.
Oh my god. Whew. When we were 19, me and my friends wanted our friend to lose his virginity, so we went to Hawaii, the name of the strip club in Mexico, so we could buy him a hooker. Long story short, we get him a hooker, but my 3 friends who all paid for her went first. So my friend lost his virginity to a hooker that 3 of his friends fucked before him.
That's pretty shitty.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, why wouldn't they let him go first? He was the
It's
fourth
also
guy in
kind of
that
fucking
line.
hilarious.
Man, that sucks.
It's my favorite story.
Mm-hmm. One time I was supposed to meet up with... God damn, I need to learn that fucking... One time I was supposed to meet up with one at a hot tub place. We went into the room. I had a mistake and paid. I made a mistake and paid. God, fuck, my reading comprehension sucks. She then said she had to use the restroom. She ended up taking off, running outside, and left. That would suck.
What the fuck?
What's a hot tub place?
I guess like a room with a hot tub in it.
Oh, so maybe like a hotel room?
Yeah, like one of those sleazy ones with Cupid on the wall and shit, heart shape.
Okay.
The
Hot
bed
tub.
vibrates.
I've never even seen a vibrating bed. I have seen a heart-shaped hot tub before.
Wow, you kinky bastard.
Fuck yeah. There is this place at the Ohio-Michigan border. I think it was called the Bedford Inn. And they had different themed rooms. They had an Egyptian room. They had like a Caribbean room. They had all sorts of shit. And one time me and a bunch of my buddies got the Egyptian room and did a bunch of acid. It was a good time.
Nice.
Good
Oh,
times.
God.
What's our next story, Creep?
One time, I got 2 strippers drunk, and they gave me a threesome for $50 each.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome.
Wow.
That's a good deal. See?
Hell
Right?
yeah.
It gets better.
Uh-oh.
One would blow me while the other sucked my balls or ate my ass.
That's
One
a
let
good
me
girl.
fuck her in the ass. Like, it gets better and fucking better.
Jesus, for $50, you say, man.
For each, he had 3 girls. Now, I wonder if this guy's telling the truth. But regardless,
We were
he's a
up
good
there for like
storyteller.
an hour. When I came, one girl was licking my ass and the other let me cum in her mouth. By far the best experience I've had. So worth the $100 I paid.
Wait a
Wow.
minute. Oh,
That's
2
so good.
strippers. I thought he said 3 strippers.
I got pictures of one of the girls too, and she's banging, dude. Like, she's fucking hot as fuck.
What the fuck?
Good for
Why
that
can't I
dude.
see this? Is
Is
it on your phone?
I keep all the good shit.
That's bullshit, man. That's wrong.
Maybe it is.
Creep. I would have showed you if I got some good pictures. That one time, that one girl
I'm
sent me.
stingy with my bitches.
Yeah, but that one time, that one girl sent us nude pictures. I showed you when I was doing the old show.
Sucks to suck, bro. I'm just kidding.
It does suck. That's bullshit. I know Johnny wouldn't. Oh, she's hot.
Now I
You
can't.
can't see.
Oh no, do it again. Whoa.
Wow.
Those are some nice bed sheets too. Dude.
Yeah.
Wow, she's classy.
Who's that? So that was one of the strippers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
50
Lucky
bucks?
Yeah.
Each.
That's a good $100. That's the best story.
You can't beat that.
Fuck no, you can't.
Unless you get like a holiday one where you're like, yo, I was on my chimney and Santa landed. He just started sucking everybody's cock. That's like holiday magic, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So I got a question for you, Johnny. When on one of the High Society episodes, you delivered a couch to some back page hoes.
Yeah.
Would you mind retelling that story here for us?
All right. So, you know, I was perusing or whatever online. This is the actual fucking truth to this story because everybody knows I lied on most of it. This is the like verbatim, honest truth to this shit.
So we get an exclusive here on DPP.
So, you know, I was doing what I usually do there, and I saw a girl, and she was like, you know, in-house, come over, whatever. And I was like, God damn, you know, she's really fucking pretty. She was like mind-blowingly pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, blew my fucking mind. Like, I actually became smitten. That's never happened.
Oh.
I didn't know her. Never told her, like, holy fuck, she's beautiful. I want to change my life right now.
And you're calling me a romantic. You're getting smitten for this gal.
Dude, and that was just like how much of an asshole I am because that's just off for looks or whatever.
Right.
You know, I go out there to Brighton Beach or whatever, and, you know, we're doing our thing and shit. I noticed, like, yo, this couch is, like, pretty shitty, actually. And then, like, her fucking roommate was, like, leaving for work. But, like, the way, like, you know, we were doing whatever on the couch, and she just walked by and, like, really didn't give a fuck. So, like, all right, man, I'll catch you later. So she's like, holy shit, your roommate's hot. She's like, yo, you think my roommate's hot? I was like, yeah. Like, this is fucking awesome. So then swear to God, I've never done it where I get the same girl more than twice. So this was like for me, it was like a torrid 3-time romance and shit. So like we were moving some shit around anyway, and I had this fucking old couch in the house. It was pretty good condition. So like I'm fucking telling my boy, like one of my best friends was like, dude, I met this nice girl and I want to give her a fucking couch. Like, you know, I don't want to just throw it out. Can you help me go deliver this? So we in the U-Haul van and on the way down there and we just talking and shit. And he's like, yo, you really like this girl? Like, yo, I think she might be the one, bud. So then like he's laughing and shit. Like when we get up there, like she has a fucking crazy neighbor and shit. The guy's nuts. And he's there chilling and shit. Like we lifting the couch in or whatever. It's a fucking walk up because they're assholes over there. So walking this motherfucker up, it's just like 3rd floor. We get it in, and the guys in the hallway is like, oh hey, you know so-and-so. I was like, yeah, she's a good friend. I'm like, yeah, she's everybody's friend. She's a good time. So you know me, I get pissed off. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, like, oh, I know what you mean. And like, it was an expensive proposition because the roommate actually got in on the action on the second time. And it was just like fucking pure raw sex, and it was fun. Mind you, I was an idiot too because I felt like some sort of way. I'm an idiot for it. I'll clearly say that now. I'm like, man, I wonder like what the house rates in fucking Orlando are like, or something nice. Like it was just fucking crazy. It was a crazy time in my life, man. It was just nuts.
That's funny.
Sounds like a movie.
I know. And my friend, best friend in the world, I didn't tell him like afterwards, like a couple months down the road. He said, motherfucker, we delivered a fucking couch to a prostitute? I'm like, yeah, basically. He's like, yo, do I get a cut of the action? We're like, nigga, I'm not a pimp. We just dropping this shit off. And like, hey, don't talk about it like that. It was just fucking nuts, man. I made some bad decisions in my life. That I don't regret, though. Bad decision, fun time.
Bad decision, fun time.
Oh, yeah.
Those are words to live by, my friend.
Seriously.
I hope she's all right and she's eating well.
You haven't spoken to her since?
Nah, it just a lot of shit happened this year, so it's like I don't really keep in contact with too many people anymore, and it's weird because I'm like, what am I like? Oh, hey, you want to go catch a movie? No, I'm a prostitute. That's what I'm scared I'm gonna get back.
Right.
And it's like I don't want to pay for that fucking girlfriend experience.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Because at the end of the day, like we never actually kissed. I never really like held her hand. I didn't say, hey, you know. Like, we went out, I think, one time to get dumplings in the neighborhood and shit, and that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, everybody knew us, so that's like, oh, man. The fucking Asian dude giving us the dumplings got the news. Hey, what's up, girl? Everything good? How's business? I was like, fuck! You can't make an honest woman out of that.
No.
Not judging, but damn.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. I think every guy has a story where they tried to, like, I guess like the old saying is you can't make a hoe into a housewife, but I think every guy has tried that at least some point in their life. And if they haven't, I don't think they've lived a life.
Yeah, but well, like I would figure like in the back of your mind, you knew what you bought her from, like you saved her or whatever, and she's home. You don't think you like at the fucking oil rig or where the fuck you work in the back of your somebody's running the train on her right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're just making random. You come home, there's some Cheddar Bay biscuits on the table. I'm like, is it jizz in this? Did somebody jizz in this biscuit? And they're like, yo, what do you tell her? Like when you have kids, what do you tell them? Like, oh yeah, you know, your mom got around. You have a lot of uncles. You're gonna call them uncles when you meet them.
You're gonna call them uncles.
And you're gonna get a lot of Christmas gifts, but just make sure nobody's in the house when I'm not here. You hear me? They're like 3 years old. Like nobody comes in this house when I'm not home.
Oh fuck.
That's mad funny.
I just got the visual of these like little tiny nugget babies. Like fucking. Oh fuck.
Man.
Oh god.
Only if you guys knew all the sorts of technical issues I'm having over here on my end.
Really?
Oh yeah, man. I'm all fucked up right now. Like I'm so fucked up right now on my technical ends that I don't even have a proper way of ending the show here in a few minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I don't know what happened. I used to brag to Creep, man, my MacBook's the shit. I can do all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah, and I can't end the
MacBooks
show.
don't age that well either. That's a weird thing about them.
Really?
I think after like 5 years, they start shitting the bed.
Yeah, I was just telling Creep, man, I got to fucking clean up my MacBook because it's running like shit. And now here I am. Can't fucking click on nothing. Can't even see you guys no more. I can hear you. That's at least a positive. And the recording's still going.
You're like an audio glory hole. Congrats.
Oh my god. Have you ever, what do you say, been to or done a glory hole?
Hell
yeah.
No.
Really?
Scares the fuck out. I'm gonna tell you this. I like prostitutes. I like sex. I'm very much a prude in a certain shit. Like watching people make out in front of me creeps me out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
It's like, you know, I can say some horrible shit to my parents. Like, what are you guys banging in there? But like, yo, if I'm watching a movie with them and somebody's making out on the fucking screen, I'm like, hell, I don't fucking look at me.
Yeah, I don't even particularly care for when people make out in the porn that I view. I don't like it. It's not dirty enough.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Like, is that like something about us though? Because I don't know in my personal life I want somebody to spit in my mouth, but I don't mind seeing that shit on video.
Yeah.
But God forbid you give your like wife a peck or some shit. Like, oh, you're fucking perverts. Get the fuck out of my face. Or like you hold their hand while you're walking down the stairs. Like, I hope he kidnapped her. Please, God, this is fucking terrible.
That's fucking funny.
Oh god. That's mad. Chris, have you ever done the glory hole?
I can honestly tell you no.
I want to do one, but not with like I want to know who's on the other side of it, but I still just want to like.
Purpose, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't know who's on the other side. Then that's
but
not
I
doing
want
a
to.
But that's
no.
That's where I'm like a perverted old man, and then also like a girl. Like I want both sides.
Well, I'm sure you could find some truck stops along the highway route where you live, Creep. And I'm sure that there's probably maybe a few glory holes drilled in the stall doors.
They're gonna be creeped out because it's a woman under there. Though. They're like, oh, it's not a guy.
Yeah, because that's what it is. It's in the men's room. So, I mean, chances
True.
are a woman's not going to go in there.
No. They all rules in this society, madam.
That's why it says men's room on the door. You don't go in there, ladies. You know what used to piss me off is when I'd go to the bar and I'd go into the men's room and there's a broad pissing. It's like, what the fuck? If I was to go into the women's room, there'd be a big uproar. Especially nowadays. No. She wasn't pissing in the urinal, but in
I was like, damn, mama, teach me. Fuck.
What, you can't piss in a urinal?
I mean, I'm sure I could if I really, really tried.
Couldn't you just angle your apparatus up somehow and kind of go for it?
No.
Oh.
I feel like you'd have to face hugger that thing. Like you do 2 fingers, spread it wide, and just let go. It's just
unless it's
oh
one
my
of those.
God! Do you know how hard it is to aim to get this fucking squirt juice? Okay, like.
Well, I never understood how she ever collected it. I just thought she stood over like a mop bucket and just kind of beat her pussy
or like
up
a
that
funnel.
way. Right.
You just like shotgunning your vag juice into that shit.
She's doing something.
That's actually not a bad idea.
There you go. You're using gravity again, buddy.
Damn.
Oh fuck.
A beer bong would work.
A what?
Yeah.
A beer bong.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because it's got that funnel, and if you spend the extra couple bucks, you have the one that has the shut-off valve at the end.
Word.
I used to have a couple of those. Those got me in a lot of troubles.
For like you juices?
No, drinking beer.
That's what it sounded like. I didn't know you were there.
Hey,
is that how you got your MacBook?
Yes.
Oh God.
Don't judge me. It happened.
Oh my God.
Oh man. This sucks. I want to have a good time.
Any more stories?
Oh, I got them for days, man. Like, yo, we've been talking about, you haven't said like much of anything on your end. Like, I know you said you're not really like into kissing and stuff. You know you have an out with that though. You have your vagina juice in a jar, right? So what you do, you sprinkle a little on your palm and you give the guy a nice little like mush. You just mush it in there. Like it's like a kiss, but better.
Oh my God. I'm gonna do that to my man later and see how that works out for me.
Yeah.
If you see me next week with a black eye, it's no big deal. It totally wasn't him. It totally wasn't him.
It was that damn microphone. It's too close to your face. God.
Oh, fuck. I think, does it count if you indirectly get paid for sex? Like if you have sex with somebody and then they like maybe give you gas money?
Oof. That's a tough one.
That's fucking funny.
That's
I'm like dead ass.
Yeah, no, I do feel weird about that. Like, I banged a single mother here and there once in my life, and afterwards they gotta go or whatever. So I'll give them some money, and I feel weird about that a little bit.
Yeah, because
it's like, yo, did I just back page her? I don't know what I just did right there.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Awkwardly, I guess I'm like on back, like people make fake back pages of me and shit. And
that's adorable.
It's fucked up. And like this guy I used to work with who always would get like back page, like, oh, it's a massage. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever, dude. Would be like, it was like so awkward around me for a week until he like finally was like, I saw your ad on Backpage. And I'm like, oh my fucking, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Oh man.
Like,
Don't mind me. I'm just looking for a mouse.
You want to hear some funny shit? The way Chris introduced you to me was like, "Oh yeah, she works on Backpage, bro."
That is true.
Like, really?
I was like, well, what happened was I was looking for a co-host because all my other podcasts has failed, and I was like, here's this girl on Backpage. She looks like she might be able to talk.
Like, so your name is Creep. Go on.
Yes.
That's hysterical.
So you're telling me?
Oh my God. Woo, I hate you so much.
Why would you hate me? I'm a good guy.
You know how many people in life would kill for a good intro story? That's a pretty cool fucking intro story.
The fucking lore behind Creep Queen is pretty vast.
Huh?
The lore behind you, your backstory.
Oh, yeah. It seems to grow every day.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go into it a little bit? Because like now I'm peaked. You're like, yeah.
Well,
what?
I can tell you one thing about Creep is like 3 episodes ago we were talking and she goes, I sucked a dick behind Barnes and Nobles today.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
There was at least like 12 parking lots this week. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Holy shit.
It's okay. They all...
But it's all the same dick though. So like
that's not bad. Dick. All right.
It's not that serious.
That sounds a lot better than the way it sounded originally. Like, wow, 12.
Yeah.
At a Barnes and Nobles. All right, there's some fucking asshole taking the steps to get Harry Potter books. He already has those books. You're like, son, pick out whatever you want. I'm going to the park lot real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So what you call it? So like, do you do anything like special with your boyfriend? Like, not to get graphic. Like, do you guys do you guys do the PDA stuff, like holding hands, any of that?
Yeah, sometimes. But like,
you guys make me sick.
Sometimes I don't like leave my house much, to be honest with you, because I work from home and like I do everything fucking here. Now my anxiety's like hella bad, so like I'm just too awkward to like life half of the fucking time. Like,
I hear you, man. That's not easy.
It's fucked.
But like, what do you guys do then socially? Like, do you like for fun other than stay in? Do you guys go out every once in a while or very rarely?
Shit.
Other than your
rarely, probably
your goddamn Barnes and Noble's lunchtime blowjob adventures, because that's what that is.
Fucking rarely. Rarely.
I can imagine the boyfriend too. He's like, his fucking married friend is bragging like, yeah, the wife made me a pimento sandwich today. He's like, yeah, I'm going for my lunch break right now. I'll be back in a couple.
Right?
Enjoy your fucking sandwich. And I was like, hey man, he always comes back happy from lunch. Like, what is he eating? He's just a happy-go-lucky guy.
Oh fuck.
Like, is there like a part of you that kind of like wants to get caught doing that with him? Are you guys like voyeuristic that way?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, what would you do?
Like in an actual, I thought somebody was coming over to my car the other day, so I like jumped up and threw my car in drive and just started like driving away, and I almost hit the guy. It was like, all right, like chill the fuck out, like
Jesus.
But I'm not always like that. Like, I don't know.
No, man, that's fucking cool. Don't apologize for being cool, dude. That's hysterical.
I literally thought you were coming to the car. I was like, nope.
Well, would have been awesome if you went fucking drive and went through that goddamn Barnes and Nobles. He's like, yeah, that's on me, guys.
Oh my god. You don't do any public stuff like fucking in a changing room or a little handy under the table or something like.
When I was a little bit younger, like in college and shit, back at Cavs, what was it? A porta potty in Central Park, which was my finest moments. But the girl kind of like goaded me into it. She's like, "Yo, you want to fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, we're not doing it on a bench," and I don't like the pollen in the area. I was like, "Well, rooms here about like $500 a night, so there's a porta potty over there."
That's so good.
That was I was scared. I was like, please don't let a rat come out that motherfucker.
Right? Was it like a new porta potty?
Well, it had been used. There was some little like dirty words on the wall. Some of them were funny. Not gonna lie. And, we had fun in the porta potty. It was all right. And after that, it was like, hotel rooms would do fine for me. Because it's like, all right, like if you get caught, have you ever like ran that scenario through your head? Like, what if you get caught? What do you do then?
Yeah, I don't like, okay, I've never like gotten caught with anybody, I don't think, but I've like gotten caught by myself because it's like obviously my job and I travel a lot, so I do a lot of shit on the road. But most of the time, people just like, I've never gotten in trouble. Like people just like stare at me or laugh at me or like record me or like fucking. I
don't lie, like when ladies do that, it's cute. When a guy does that, it's a fucking federal offense.
Oh, totally.
Like, you had your dick in yet? Were you at least pissing? Like, I'm an early ejaculator though, so when I shake it, it just pops right out. Terrible.
I am worried because like I guess the laws where I'm at are kind of shitty on like public shit. So
you fucking you gotta tell them. I don't have the parts. I don't know how they work most of the time. Could you not just say it was itchy?
I mean, but like if I'm with somebody, like I don't know how that's ever gonna like play out if like we get caught together.
There's a lot of ways to do that. Like, let's say you're in the bathroom, right? And somebody walks in, being rude, by the way, by not knocking. And you can be like, yo, I slipped in a piss puddle and the guy was turning and it landed in my mouth. The weirdest fucking thing. It's just so fucking weird.
It's fucking crazy, right?
And then you could even pretend like you don't know. Like, hey, what's your name again, man? Pleasure to meet you. It's a weird way to meet, but pleasure to fucking meet you.
Thank you so much for helping me.
Oh, yeah, you're fine, bud.
Oh, fuck.
Boy, I feel like a piece of shit.
Nah, man.
My technical issues are kind of worked out, but I can't see you guys still, so I'm saddened.
Welcome to Glory Hole Radio.
Fuck yeah.
Radio.
Where you don't get to see who you're talking to. You just get to hear it. So
fuck.
can you guys still see me, though?
Yeah.
Oh.
You stud you.
You see that, Johnny?
Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, man. I still have it. It's an old High Society sticker, their podcast.
Aww.
Johnny sent it to me.
We're going to try to make some more.
Hell yeah. We got some DPP stickers. Our stickers are cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you my address. Mark, and send me some.
Send her some.
Yeah, I gotta get my wall popping. I don't have anything on my walls anymore.
Yeah.
I got you.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Fuck yeah. Now let me see if this works. Let me know if you can hear. Fuck, I don't know. Let me know if you can hear this.
Yep.
When Creep texts Chris, she says the darndest things.
Yes, I can.
So we have a little segment on our show. When we first started it, Creep would always send me really funny things before we started recording our show. So today's, when Creep texts Chris, she says, yo, I've been turtling throughout the grocery store.
What the fuck?
When Creep texts Chris, she says the darndest things.
Look, I didn't get my coffee until later while I was already out of my house. Like,
damn, dude. That's how you know you're good friends. Like, you can just send a shit joke out of there. Like, yeah, man.
That was a rough day. I did not think I was going to make it.
Believe it or not, Creep sends me quite a few shit jokes. So she's a good co-host or host or friend.
Oh, that's nice.
She's awesome. Well, now that I know that my soundboard works and we've reached that hour-long mark, I can hit a button. Johnny, I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me on, guys. It's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah,
I loved it.
You could find Johnny and more of his hilarity over at his podcast, High Society Radio. You can find their website, highsocietyradio.co. Why the .co? I can't remember.
I don't remember either. That's technical shit. I don't do technical. But
you can follow
Nobody pays you to ask questions, Chris.
You can follow Johnny and his podcast, High Society Radio, on Instagram and HS Radio Show on Twitter. Go to gasdigitalnetwork.com and subscribe to their show. What's your coupon code, Johnny?
It's HSR, and then we're live every Thursday. If you like subscribe and shit, you can see us live on HD. I hate HD, but whatever.
At least it's not 4K, right?
Yeah, well, I like 4K too, but I don't want to be on any of those shits. Like, it looks bigger. Not that me and fucking Stanley ain't fat, but it's like, damn, motherfucker.
Hey, Stanley ain't fat. Stanley's big bone, man.
No, ain't no bones in that boy. That's so fat, man.
Oh, fuck.
God bless him.
Exactly. Give our regards to Chris Stanley and Chris from Brooklyn.
Yeah, I definitely will. They're probably checking out the show when it pops up. And, whenever you want them on, just hit them up. They'll be down, I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go to our website, doublepodcast.com. Email us, doublepodcast@gmail.com. Double P Podcast on IG. Follow us on Twitter, Double P Show, 231-794-2729 to leave us a voicemail. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Chris Steele. That's MrKrisSteel. Creep, where can everybody find you?
Find me, my squirt juice, and more at creepqueen.com. Follow me on Instagram, creepxqueen official, Twitter, and Snapchat, creepxqueen.
Damn, that's it?
That's it.
Fuck. Technical issues aside, this was a fucking fun show.
I did have fun.
Yeah.
This was an awesome Friday night.
I'm glad that you came on, Johnny, and
Thanks for having me again, dude.
What time do the bars close in New York?
Which one?
What time do the bars close in New York?
Never.
2 a.m. They say, but sometimes you can find some back alley action. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
No Glorio. No Glorio.
Why?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, and thank you for being a friend. Whoops, wrong button again. Fuck, I suck.
Hello, I am your announcer, Bethany. Please remember to rate and review 5 stars on iTunes. Rating and reviewing helps out the show. Thanks for listening to the Double Penetration Podcast with your hosts, Creep and Steel.
Excuse me, where's the lobby?
Down the hall and grab him by the pussy.
Thanks.